greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS-EdTech unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Ayan, an awesome and amazing morning, everyone. Hello, hello to all our learners, teachers, and parents from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Welcome to our Computer Science Week. Day 5 na po tayo. So I'm Tutor Robilyn. With me, ang magandang si Tutor Rems. Good morning sa iyo, kapatid.
Hello, hello, hello! Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. So sa salitang Kapampangan, maya paabak po kaya kayungan. Ayan. We would like to acknowledge, of course, yung ating mga viewers na tinulungan tayong, kumbaga, subaybayan yung ating mga binigay na mga Computer Science Week na episode for this week na talagang tinangkilik ng hindi lamang ng ating mga teachers, of course yung ating mga students, no? So let us give acknowledge first yung ating mga viewers. Let's acknowledge. Ayan, si Gallagher. Ayan, good morning Gallagher Aguila. Ito talagang avid fan natin sa Itulay. Tama ba ka?
Yes, syempre mga learner lang sila. Just imagine grade 3 lang si Gallagher Aguila, kapatid na Rems, no? Pero very willing to learn, lalo na sa ating coding sessions.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
yes. And of course, nandyan din si Ma'am, no, student ito. Si Aliana
Yes!
May Villanueva from Ayan, Amadeo Elementary School, SDO Cavite Province. Ayan, good morning anak. Ayan. So sa ating mga
Mm.
viewers, share nyo na yung ating live stream dito sa ating last leg ng Computer Science Week, and sigurado ako na may matutunan na naman kayo for our invited speaker. So sino kaya ang ating magiging speaker for today? Ayan. But before that, ano yung ating susunod, Kap?
Yes, so ayan yung ating activity today, Kap, no? So, be with us po from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. At syempre, ang event po na ito ay under sa ating OUA memo 0011210137. At syempre, Kaprems, no, tayo ay nasisiyahan dahil patuloy ang pagtangkilik. So, live po tayo ngayon sa ating Facebook pages. Ayan, sa ating Educational Technology Unit at sa marami pang ano no, mga pages diyan at syempre sa YouTube channels din.
And of
Mm.
course, Kap, no? So wag natin palampasin ang araw na ito na hindi natin babatiin ng maligayang araw sa ating project lead ng Microsoft 365. Walang iba kundi si Kap Match. Ayan.
Yes, yes.
Happy birthday, Kap Match. Baka naman.
Ayan. So with that, si Sir Mudge, no, proper, ano yun, si Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal. Kaya Sir Mudge ang tawag namin sa
Yes.
kanya. Ayan, napakabait at napakagaling na
At
Microsoft lead.
napakasipag. Talagang
Yes, grabe.
walang weekend sa kanya, talagang trabaho, trabaho. Kaya naman, deserve na deserve yung kanyang nakamit na promotion recently. Ayan, congratulations, Kap Madge! Hihintayin
Ayan, yung
namin yung
pagbati,
Starbucks.
no? Mainit na pagbati. Happy birthday po, Chatter Mark Anthony Hamisal. Okay. So, kahit yung mga learners natin, kahit yung mga teachers and parents from ano talaga across the country, talagang popular
Yes.
na si Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal. Ayan. So, pagbati po. Long week celebration to. Kaya, enjoy mo lang, Kap Madge, ha, yung mga greetings naming lahat. Kasi ganyan ka kamahal ng madlang Pilipino.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so wag na natin patagalin, no? Siyempre, may pa-welcome tayo. Ah, Kaprems, no? Hindi basta-basta yung magwe-welcome sa atin ngayon. Siya lang naman po ang Undersecretary for Administration na si Sir Alain Delby Pasqua. Alright. So, let's hear sa pa-welcome ni Yosek Alain.
Good day to everyone. The innovative use of technology has played an important part in the continuity of education in the new normal because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And technology continues to transform our world even beyond this global health crisis. As we end Computer Science Education Week, which was celebrated in classrooms around the world, we continue with our push for the integration of technological advancements in education. This year's Hour of Code theme is hashtag CS Everywhere, where students and teachers are encouraged to investigate the relationship between computer science and various subjects in schools, industries, and even career paths. Napahalaga at napapanahon ang pagkatuto ng ating mga mag-aaral, paggamit ng teknolohiya habang maaga pa, dahil ito ay magiging magandang pundasyon ng kanilang tagumpay sa kanilang magiging propesyon at sa kanilang kinabukasan. As we close this year's TechTalks Computer Science Week, I hope all the learners, educators, and stakeholders who participated have taken a genuine interest towards learning to code. This effort to demystify and democratize coding and computer science for our youth is very commendable, and I'm sure it has sparked interest in many a learner who has participated in the events the past week. With the combined efforts of DepEd through the ICTS Educational Technology Unit or EdTech and Microsoft Philippines, we continue to work forward in providing accessible, engaging, and equitable computer science education experiences for our learners. This kind of support for our learners and teachers is truly valued and appreciated. We thank Microsoft Philippines for your continued partnership with the Department of Education and for your support for our various programs and initiatives. Congratulations to everyone, from the participants to the organizers of this week-long event. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Ayan. Kaprubi, nakamute po kayo.
Oo nga.
Ayan.
Okay. So, thank you so much talaga sa ating mga manonood, sa ating mga viewers. Kaprems, no? Ilan na ba tayo? Ilang libo na ba tayo ngayon?
Yan, meron tayong
Okay.
9 milyong viewers. Ayan. So again, from our okay, shout out muna tayo sa ating mga participants. So we have ayan. So happy birthday daw, sabi ni Aliana May Villanueva. And of
Oo.
course si Gallagher. Gallagher, ayan. So happy birthday. Shout out daw po for STEM 1102 from Daniel Baldosa, 11 shot. Tama ba yung aking pagkaka-pronounce?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So once again, hello talaga at welcome dito sa ating Computer Science Week Day 5 sa lahat ng mga learners, parents, and teachers from Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. At of course, mapapanood natin ulit yung pa-welcome ni Yusik Alain Delby Pascua, kapatid, no? So meron pa bang ibang nag-comment dyan sa ating comment section? Tingnan natin. Siyempre, we are so grateful sa very supportive natin na Undersecretary for Administration. Oh, yes! Ayan,
There you
dumadami na
go.
tayo, Kaprems.
Yes,
Sige.
yes. So ayan, nagkakaroon ng 167 views. Okay, meron na tayong 167 million views. Ayan, at parami pa ng parami. So share lang para sa ating last leg. Ayan. So,
Okay. So, ibalik natin ang ating Undersecretary for Administration, Sir Alain Delpi Pascua, for his welcome message.
Good day to everyone. The innovative use of technology has played an important part in the continuity of education in the new normal because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And technology continues to transform our world even beyond this global health crisis. As we end Computer Science Education Week, which was celebrated in classrooms around the world, we continue with our push for the integration of technological advancements in education. This year's Hour of Code theme is #CS Everywhere, where students and teachers are encouraged to investigate the relationship between computer science and various subjects in schools, industries, and even career paths. Napahalaga at napapanahon ang pagkatuto ng ating mga mag-aaral sa paggamit ng teknolohiya habang maaga pa dahil ito ay magiging magandang pundasyon ng kanilang tagumpay sa kanilang magiging propesyon at sa kanilang kinabukasan. As we close this year's Tech Talks Computer Science Week, I hope all the learners, educators, and stakeholders who participated have taken a genuine interest towards learning to code. This effort to demystify and democratize coding and computer science for our youth is very commendable. And I'm sure it has sparked interest in many a learner who has participated in the events the past week. With the combined efforts of DepEd through the ICTS Educational Technology Unit or EdTech and Microsoft Philippines, we continue to work forward in providing accessible, engaging, and equitable computer science education experiences for our learners. This kind of support for our learners and teachers is truly valued and appreciated. We thank Microsoft Philippines for your continued partnership with the Department of Education and for your support for our various programs and initiatives. Congratulations to everyone, from the participants to the organizers of this week-long event. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Yes! All right, no? By the way, yung ating Computer Science Education Week is an annual call. All right, global po ang celebration na ito, di ba kapatid na Rems? And of
Yes,
course,
yes.
and this is to inspire the K-12 students to learn computer science and of course, to advocate for equity and celebrate the contributions of students, teachers, and partners to the field. Ano pa bang meron sa ating event? Since last day na tayo, Kaprems.
Ayan. So of course, we would like to appreciate din and acknowledge din yung presence ni USEC, no, sa pag-support ng ganitong klaseng programa sa ating EdTech. Ayan. So sabi nga dito, yung goal natin, yung goal ng Hour of Code is not to teach anybody to become an expert computer scientist in 1 hour. So 1 hour
Yes.
is only enough to learn that computer science is fun and creative. Ano pa ba? Kap. Yan.
Siyempre, hindi ito basta-basta, Kap. It's the largest learning event in history. So, yung Computer Science Week talaga, ay meron talaga siyang malaking impact. Alright? So, it is very important since alam naman natin yung computer science talaga is an important subject because it teaches problem solving, analytical skills, and it is an essential skills in the modern job market. Whether we like it or not, this is very important. So the day hopes to improve computer literacy among all. So, since ikaw, Kap, malaki yung yung experience mo sa computer science industry.
Yes,
So later,
yes.
we will learn more from you.
Ayan. And this is not this is not for students only, no. Even yung mga teachers natin na hindi talaga computer science, they can be computer science din. Pwede lang magturo as computer science, no. So this is accessible to all ages for all students regardless of background. So the measure of success of this campaign is not how much computer science students learn, but the success is reflected in brand participation across gender, racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic groups, and resulting increase in enrollment and participation. Ayan.
Yes, and we encourage everyone to join the Hour of Code. Why? Because it is celebrated for almost 180 countries. So
Yes.
let's be one of them.
Tama. Ayan, I think meron pa tayong special guest na magbibigay ng welcome address sa ating mga participants. So, Kaprubi, take it away.
Yes, of course. Let's welcome yung ating project lead sa Microsoft. Ayan. Of course, the birthday boy. Welcome, Sir March. Ayan, si Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal para i-welcome din tayo representing Microsoft Philippines. And DepEd, good morning,
Maraming
Sir March.
salamat.
Happy birthday.
Maraming salamat Kap Rubilin, Kap Rems, and muli po isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat and welcome po sa ating last day ng ating celebration ng Hour of Code. Of course, we would like to thank the support of our USEC Alain Del B. Pascua ng ating ICTS-EdTech, Director Abram YC Abanil, ang ating pong EdTech Head, Sir Mark Anthony Sisi, and of course, ang ating buong kagawaran ng edukasyon sa pangunguna ng ating Secretary Liling Magtolis Briones. Maraming salamat po muli sa pagsuporta sa isa na namang makabuluhang programa which is Hour of Code. I myself, I am not a computer science graduate but inumpisa natin na ma-share sa ating mga minamahal na kaguruan at mga mag-aaral na ang computer science ay para sa lahat. It's across subjects and across curriculum na kung saan ma-apply din pala ang mga computational thinking skills sa iba't ibang subjects. At ngayon nga ay advanced programming naman po ang ating pag-uusapan mula sa ating mahuhusay na EdTech specialist na talagang ComSci graduate at kanilang mga practitioners din sa industry. So maraming salamat po muli sa pagtutok sa ating 5 linggo, 5 araw natin na session. Kung hindi mo man napanood ang day 1, day 2, or day 3, ay huwag mag-alala dahil recorded po ang ating mga sessions at meron tayong tinatawag na team replay. At kung ikaw naman ay student or education student or ikaw ay mag-aaral ng ating kagawaran o kahit sa ating pribadong paaralan, ay maaari kang mag-enroll sa ating PDLMS or training.deped.gov.ph na kung saan pwede po ninyong panoorin at itong ating course at kayo po ay makaka-receive ng ating certificate. Kaya kapit lamang po at sa huli ay ipapaliwanag namin po ito ng mas comprehensive. So muli, welcome po sa ating day 5. Congratulations po sa ating team, sa ating ETU Microsoft team at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Yes, thank you so much, Sir Mark. All right. So, Kaprems, no? Grabe, yung day 1 natin, iba yung topic nila. Siyempre, nung day 2 naman, yung time craft, kung napanood ng mga viewers natin. Then, kahapon, yung second and third day pala. Opo. Connected kasi to, di ba? So, ayan. So, we are so grateful din sa mga partners natin, yung FELTA, tapos kahapon yung Line Learning and Development Solutions. Ngayon naman, talagang from DepEd Philippines, yung mga speakers natin. And with that, since ready na yung mga viewers natin, Kaprims, no?
Yes. Huwag na natin patagalin, Kap. So, let's start our first session. So, Kap, pakilala mo na.
Yes, yung first speaker natin, no, grabe. Hindi ko siya kilala. Kasama ko lang naman siya ngayon. So, everyone, I will give now the spotlight sa ating first speaker na si Dr. Maria Rimalin Cruz. Take it away, Kap.
Ayan. Again, good morning. Nagulat po ba kayo? Ako pala yung speaker. Ayan. So, ako ay isa sa mga magiging speaker nyo for today. So, this is our activities for today. So, for my topic, so it is titled P2, From Programmer to a Public Servant. And then we have Sir Jojo later. Ang topic naman po niya is full stack web app development. And lastly, ang ating kapatid na si Kap Glenna. Ayan. So, magbibigay naman din siya ng tips and tricks in advanced programming. So, for my topic, I will be focusing yung naging journey ko as a programmer and now as a public servant, as a public school teacher. So, paano ang naging impact ng programming sa akin, sa buhay ko bilang isang public servant. So, I will give you a glimpse ng aking naging journey and I hope that this journey will inspire our students, no, para mag-aim din ng mas bigger, no, at makapag-share din sa ating community later on kapag sila ay nakapag-graduate na. So to begin with, my topic is about being a programmer and a public servant. So I was graduated, ayan, as a with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. So yan, after that, after ko nag-graduate, ay nagtrabaho ko bilang isang web developer sa isang company in our province, so from Angeles City. And then from there, nakapag tawag dito, nag-start ako dun sa field ng teaching. So I became an IT instructor sa isang private school sa aming province din. And then from there, dahil nagustuhan ko yung teaching, no, yung pag-share ng aking mga nalalaman about sa programming. Ayan, so what I did is nag-take ako ng methods, ng teaching methods so that I can take the exam for licensure examination for teachers. So pinalad naman tayo na tayo ay makapasa, and from there doon ay nakapasok na ako bilang isang public school teacher. So sa ating journey as a public school teacher, tayo ay isang public servant, no? So hindi lang natin tinuturuan yung ating mga students, okay? Dun sa mga ICT subjects na binigay sa akin. So tinuturuan din at tinutulungan din natin yung ating mga teachers, no? On how they can use ICT sa kanilang pagtuturo para maging ma-enhance din yung mga teaching and learning process nila. So now na nandito ako sa mas lumaki yung aking network, no? Hindi na lang sa school, hindi na lang sa division namin ako nag-share ng mga alam ko about ICT. So nag-share na rin tayo, ayan, sa iba't ibang division, region, okay? Dahil ngayon ay nasa EdTech tayo, and we are very happy na napasama tayo sa EdTech team. So as a public servant, sabi ko nga, no, hindi siya, kahit ako ay isang IT student, no, hindi siya na-stop lang doon. Kumbaga, ang love ko for sharing is na-transfer ko siya dito sa pagiging public school teacher. So kaya nga yung process dito is lagi tayo nagpapa-training, okay? Not only the students, okay? And also sa mga teachers din na nakakasalamuhan natin. And of course, no, with my passion as an ICT teacher, no, it is evident also na we won several winnings, no. Ako ay isang naging coach, ayan, coach ng mga estudyanteng ito from Division Festival of Talents, from Region Festival of Talents, and we are lucky na nag-represent din ni-represent namin ang aming region once, Region 3, no, to represent po yung ating mga participants sa Region 3 papunta naman sa national, okay? The National Festival of Talents na ginanap noong 2015, way back 2015. So ito ay ginanap sa NCR at nagipag-contest kami. Ang tinuro ko dito yung web development naman sa ating mga students. So yearly, for 5 consecutive years, hindi nawala yung spotlight ng aming school in terms of pagbibigay ng honor. Ayan, kapag kami ay nakikipag-contest, automatic yan, lagi meron kaming dalang medal for our school. And kaya siguro nakapunta rin kami sa national because we won every time na nag-join kami sa mga contest na to. Wherein pinapakita ng mga students na kahit kami ay nasa public school lang, we can compete, hindi lang sa mga private schools. Of course, kaya rin naming makipag-compete even sa mga iba't ibang division levels and regional levels. Okay? So, yan. So, as a coach, ayan, an IT coach, so tinuruan ko mga, yan, 5, every year nag-iiba-iba yung aking mga students dahil, tawag dito, sila ay nag-graduate. So, kapag nag-graduate na, I need to train another student. So luckily naman yung mga students na to ay hindi ako binibigo. Okay? So tinuturo talaga sila sa programming in terms of web development. So kaya nananalo. Okay? Next is, ayan, of course as a teacher, no, kahit nasa public school na tayo, hindi nawawala yung love ko for programming. So, I myself produced an innovation titled Aklatech. So, way back 2017, yung Aklatech na to, is a repository instructional material na kung saan yung mga yung mga lessons ng mga bata ay naka-install sa kanilang mga mobile devices. So pwede siya sa tablet nila, sa laptop nila, pwede rin sa cellphone nila. And aside from me, during our Division ICT Summit, I am very honored din ang aming mga students ay talagang nakipagsabak din sa pagsasalita in front of many teachers na i-advertise naman yung kanilang product, which is a simple game titled One versus Aswang. Ayan. So dati meron tayong Plants versus Zombies. So yung sa kanila, Pinoy, One versus Aswang ang tawag. So present din namin yan during the ICT Summit sa aming division. So yung during 2017, wala pang pandemic yon. Ngayon na nagkaroon ng pandemic, in-upgrade natin yung tinatawag nating Aklatech, okay? So, at napaka-useful niya kasi it will mitigate din yung mga financial expenses ng school, like yung pagpiprint ng module. So, kasi ito, once na in-install mo siya, you don't need an internet para makapag-access dito sa mga learning materials na ginawa dito. Of course, I would like to acknowledge din yung aking mga kasamang gumawa, okay, ng innovation na to, okay. Ako yung nag-design, nag-program the content of the modules, okay, na nakapaloob nandito sa ating pinaka-website na to, na application na to, is kasama ang aking mga kasamang teachers from Northville 15 Integrated School. So shout out sa aking mga kasamang guro, ayan, and of course yung ating support from our principal na dati si Sir Ariel ay ngayon ay nasa ibang school na. So hello Sir Ariel. Ayan. And of course yung aming present principal na si Ma'am Mars na suportado yung ganitong klaseng innovation. Okay? So kung makapansin ninyo, ayan. So during the pandemic, gamit na gamit yung aming application na to, which is Aklatech. So yun yung some of the pictures na nagpapakita na ginagamit ng mga students yung develop nating program na to. Ayan. Okay, so sabi nga, okay, to end my session, no? Sabi nga ni Steve Ballmer, computer science is the operating system of all innovation. So as a programmer ka man or a public servant, no, hindi mawawala, or kung wala ang computer science, hindi natin nararanasan yung mga ganitong experiences na nakikita natin on hand, like yung mga gadgets, okay? And of course yan, yung live streaming na to, if wala yung tinatawag nating computer science, baka hindi rin natin nakikita virtually yung isa't isa, okay? So napakalawak ng computer science, ang daming pwedeng gawin, and it will create innovation and creativity sa bawat isa. It's up to you lang kung paano ka magiging creative, kung paano mo i-develop yung isang programa, and paano ka magiging unique from the rest. So that's all po. I hope na meron kayong natutunan somehow dun sa naging journey ko as a programmer, from being a programmer to a public servant. So sa ating mga viewers, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga students, don't forget na i-share kung ano man ang nalalaman natin, because sabi nga nila, sharing is caring. Kasi mas maraming mabibless kapag ikaw ay nag-share. Tama ba, Kap?
Yes. Grabe ka, Prem. Saludo ako sa'yo because you're a very innovative teacher talaga, no? At syempre, grateful ako na talagang napunta ka dito sa Department of Education. Kasi nga, di ba, you're able to inspire. At syempre, gumawa ka ng milestone, lalo na sa mga learners na talagang dumating kayo sa national level, sa mga competition na ganyan. At syempre, yung innovation mo din, I know maraming nag-i-enjoy ng mga learners and teachers to make their lives easier. Lalo na sa panahong ito. Kasi nga, hindi kailangan ng internet connectivity. Di ba? Kung yung galing mo sa programming talagang naibahagi mo at syempre you inspire them and we are so grateful for that at salamat sa pagbabahagi mo Kap. I know maraming na-inspire ng mga learners, teachers and of course yung mga parents na talagang naka-benefit din yung mga anak nila sa innovations mo at sa lahat na ginagawa mo dito sa ating kagawaran.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Kap. Ayan, of course, may mag-share pa na iba, Kap, no? So,
Mm.
hindi na natin patatagalin kasi alam ko excited na rin ang lahat. So, let me
Mm.
welcome our second speaker. He is Sir Antonio C. Enaje Jr., a computer programming and mathematics teacher, a school ICT coordinator at Santa Fe Standalone Senior High School, Leyte, Leyte Division, a freelance web app developer. Ayan, let us all welcome Sir Antonio C. Enaje Jr. Sir?
Yes,
There
welcome
you
Sir Jojo.
go.
Ayan. Hello
Yes,
Sir
hello po.
Antonio.
Okay,
Ayan
so,
si Sir Jojo.
okay, thank you po, ma'am. Actually, happy ako na naging part sa celebration na ito. And today, mayroon akong gagawin. So, ang gagawin natin is I will just try to so, gagawa tayo ng isang then, but don't you worry, hindi naman ganun to kahirap. So, ang purpose ko dito is para mas ma-appreciate ng ating viewers kung paano talaga gawin ang programming. Sabi,
Yes, yes. So, Sir Jojo, by the way po, the floor is yours.
Enjoy po. God bless po.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yan, parang naglalag pa si Sir Jojo Caprem. So, ang alam natin yung magiging topic niya, no, yung
namin sa school, yung iba, kasi sabi nila is panglalaki daw, pero hindi yung totoo. Kasi kung yung, yung unang naging programmer is babae, actually. Okay, so, sige, wag na natin patagalin. So, I will start with my presentation. So, I'll try to share my screen. So, okay. Okay, so ito yung gagawin natin. So, isang full stack web app. So, ipapakita ko is actually a full stack web application development. So, may tatlo tayong gagamitin. So, we will be using Angular, the Laravel, and then MySQL. So, before we proceed, ano ba yung pag sinabi natin full stack web developer or full stack development, ano ba yung naiisip natin doon pag sinabi yun? Okay, so, yung full stack developer is a web developer or engineer who works with both the front end and back ends, a website or application. So, yung nangyayari actually in real world, ang nangyayari sa mga developers actually usually ay naka-team yung gumagawa. So, pwede actually ang focus mo sa UI ka lang or yung user interface. So, ibig sabihin ikaw yung magde-design, paano ang display, anong magiging hitsura ng application. Then iba naman yung pwede assign para doon sa magfo-focus naman sa back-end na part. Ibig sabihin, pag-design ng database and paano i-handle ang data doon sa back-end. Okay, so tulad ng nakikita natin sa mga social media na application tulad ng Facebook, yun yung for sure lahat ay gumagamit nun. So kung makikita natin, yung nakikita natin na display, yung nakikita natin is actually the user interface. And then lahat ng ginagawa natin, for example, nag-click ka ng like, nag-post ka or naglagay ka ng comment, yung action nun, ipinapasa natin sa backend para properly ma-keep track yung data. So, doon naman ngayon nagkakaroon tayo ng API para para mag-collaborate yung dalawang application. For example nga, yung front end at saka yung back end natin. Okay. So, next, since ito ang gagamitin natin na tatlo, Laravel. So, magbibigay lang ako ng short lang na description sa bawat isa. But, again, don't you worry kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na marami ito, mahirap talaga ito gawin. Madali lang ito matutunan. And then, bawat isa sa kanila ay mayroong mga website with good documentation. And then, it even contains also good tutorial at marami ang site na nagbibigay ng tutorial. Actually, pwede natin ito matutunan kahit hindi ka graduate ng computer science or any IT-related course. So, pwede ka actually maging programmer. Okay, so una, ang Laravel, ito yung magiging backend natin. This is actually a framework, a web application framework with expressive and elegant syntax. So, later on, makikita natin yung mga syntax nito during my demonstration. So, ang kanyang language na ginagamit ay PHP. So, for sure, lalo na yung ma-experience sa programming or nag-aaral ng programming, nakarinig na ng PHP. Okay, so for the front end naman, ang gagamitin natin ay Angular. So, Angular is a platform and framework for building single-page client applications using HTML and TypeScript. Okay, so HTML is the hypertext markup language. And then yung TypeScript is actually created from a JavaScript. So yun ang isang kagandahan kay Angular kasi kahit na pure JavaScript ang code na gamitin mo ay kaya niyang maintindihan yon. So magagamit mo kay Angular. Okay. So yung pangatlo, ang MySQL, siya yung ating gagamitin na database. So actually, MySQL is a Relational Database Management System or RDBMS. So developed by Oracle. That is based on Structured Query Language or SQL. Yun yung madalas natin na ririnig. Okay, so ngayon, since tatlo itong gagamitin natin, so magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag natin na application programming interface. So application programming interface is actually means an API, which is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. So, yun, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, so para magkaroon ng proper communication, yung back-end at saka front-end, kailangan natin gumawa ng application programming interface. Okay, so sige. Ang gagawin natin actually this morning, or i-demo ko is we will build a simple but a complete CRUD application. Yun nga, using Laravel as back-end API or the application programming interface, and then the Angular for the front-end UI. User interface using MySQL then as our database. Okay, so CRUD is actually create, read, update, and delete. Ito yung apat na pinaka-basic na process na pwede natin gawin sa data. Create, ibig sabihin if you are going to add new data. For example, gagawa ka ng bagong account. So that process is create. And then once you are going to open, for example, a post, i-open mo ang process na yun, matawag natin na reading the data coming from the system. And then yung update, for example, change mo yung comment mo, may way doon para i-edit mo, that's the part, yung update. And then of course the delete if you want to remove certain information or data. Okay, so ito yung step 1. Kung una natin gagawin is actually the front end, yung Angular. Pero yung actual installation na gagawin natin ay hindi ko na sinama sa presentation ngayon. So kasi medyo limited yung oras natin. Because the installation, since this is online, magda-download siya ng mga files from the internet. So sometimes medyo natatagalan yung installation na ginagawa, especially yung installation mismo ng Angular. Okay. So para makapag-install tayo ng Angular, we have to use this command, this kumbaga, saan mo to pwede gawin? Later on, makikita natin, ano ko kung paano mo i-feed yung command na to, saan natin pwede ito i-type. Okay, so you are just going to type this command, npm install -g. So -g signifies for global. Ibig sabihin, pag nag--g ka na installation, ibig sabihin yung ini-install mo ay magiging available sa buong unit. Sa buong computer mo. So mababasa siya kahit saan. Okay, so in this case, you are going to use the Angular, the @Angular/CLI at 10. So in this example, in-specify natin yung version ng Angular kasi marami ang version ng Angular. So kung gusto mo yung pinaka-latest, hindi mo na kailangan na ilagay yung version. Pwede hanggang sa CLI ka lang. Okay. Then, to check kung okay yung installation mo after the installation, kasi pag niran mo yan, it will do the installation. And then, para masigurado mo after, pag naging successful siya, pwede mo i-check using ng version. Okay, so ngayon, I will show you kung paano yung pag-check kung okay na ba yung Angular. Okay, so I will show you the IDE na gagamitin natin. Okay. So, ito yung IDE na gagamitin natin. Nakita ko to sa speaker last day, yung mga nauna na speaker na iniano din nila yung VS Code or the Visual Studio Code. Ito yung ginagamit ko madalas sa paggagawa ng program. So, meron na ako ditong prepare mga fresh na application. So, sa loob ng folder, meron akong Angular app folder. So, this contains the files and information na ginawa para sa Angular app na bago na ginawa ko. Tapos, yung isang folder dito, yung backend ay para naman sa Laravel. So, prepare na to pero fresh pa. Kumbaga, dito natin ngayon makikita paano natin baguhin yung application or i-edit kung anong gusto natin. Okay, so dito sa terminal ng ating IDE, I can try to check kung anong version meron tayo. Actually, yung naka-display dyan is already showing the version. So, I just going to type ng version. Hopefully, nakikita nyo sa screen. Okay, so yan. So that's the version na currently installed sa machine ko. So Angular CLI 10.2.3 and then I have the Node.js 12.22. Okay, so ito na okay yung display niya, ibig sabihin okay yung installation ng Angular. Okay. Now, pag after ng installation natin sa Angular, paggawa na ng bagong Angular application mismo, we have to run this command. Okay, so ito na yung actual paggawa. Pero of course, di ka makakapagbigay ng ganitong command kung wala kang Angular CLI na naka-install sa computer. So kaya dapat unahin mo yung installation ng Angular muna. So ito naman yung command para makagawa na tayo ng ating application. ng new, then the name of your app. Okay, so in this case, ang pangalan ng magiging app ay HOC-Angular. Okay, then pagtapos nito, mag-a-ask sa'yo you will be asked if you are going to add Angular routing. Okay, so yes mo na para automatic yung routing na file ay andoon na sa application natin. I-edit na lang natin mamaya. Okay. So after that, pag nag-run ka niyan, pag naging successful siya, ito na ngayon yung kanyang gagawin na folder. Ito ang nagawa na folder nung ginawa ko nung una. So ang pinangalan ko ay Angular-app. Okay, so we will focus muna dito sa SRC. And then dito sa source folder, nandito yung app folder. And then ito yung unang ginawa. Ifo-focus natin ang tatlo na file. Yung app component.ts, okay? And then yung app component.html at saka yung app component.scss kasi SSS ang yung pinili ko na pang design. Okay. So kung panunotice ninyo ang app component.html, ito ang nakalagay na content. This is the data na nandito ngayon. Okay, so if I am going to check, kasi this is now a fully functional Angular app. Yun nga lang yung first pa to na installation. Ito pa lang yung binago ko, yung sa HTML yung display. So kung iraran natin siya ngayon, you are just going to use img serve. Okay. Then I will just specify sa aking support. Okay. So sabihin natin support 3 or 300 na lang. Or 300. So with that naman ngayon, i-compile yung Angular app natin para pwede na natin siya ma-access sa browser. So in this case ngayon, nasa local machine tayo. So pwede natin siya ma-access sa local IP after the compilation, or we just simply use local host. Okay, so kung makita natin, it says here after the compilation na the server is listening on localhost for 300. So pwede na tayo ngayon magpunta sa browser and then tingnan natin doon yung ito, and then let us try to visit this. Okay, yan. So ito ngayon yung display na nakita natin. So full stack, Angular, and Laravel with MySQL DB. Kasi bakit yan yung nakita natin? Kasi nga, yan pa lang yung nandoon sa ating HTML5. Okay. So ito yon, full stack Angular. Okay. Now, yung HTML component natin, siya yung bahala or siya yung nag-handle ng proper display ng data. Kumbaga siya yung view component natin. And then yung app component na CSS, ito naman ngayon yung pwede natin baguhin. For example, yung layout or design or paano natin mas pagandahin yung view. Okay. Now, dito sa app component na CSS, for example, kung balik ako dito sa HTML natin, we have here, let us say I can add something here. Okay, I can add, for example, and then just save. And let us check doon sa ating browser. Ayan. So dito na yung our code. Ngayon, papakita ko kung paano naman natin baguhin itong simple na text na nakikita natin using the CSS command naman. Okay, so balik tayo sa Visual Studio Code and then punta ako sa CSS. Now, ang CSS is another thing na pwede natin pag-aralan, yung designing. Again, pwede kasi being developer, pwede kasi tutok ka lang sa designing. Wala kang kinalaman doon sa business logic ng application. Pwede dito ka lang sa design. So, since yung ginagawa natin ay full stack, ibig sabihin yung nagde-develop na yung full stack developer natin, ibig sabihin pwede siya sa lahat. So pwede niya even doon sa planning pa lang ay kasama na yung isang full stack developer. Okay, so in this case, kung makita natin is yung ating element sa HTML ay span, kung gagamitin natin siya sa CSS, sa CSS kasi una mong gagawin ay yung selector. Okay, so the selector now is we can use the class name, the ID, or the element itself, or the tag. And then we will have the opening and then the closing of the curly brace. So ibig sabihin, kung ano man ang nasa loob ng opening and then the closing of the curly brace, yung design na i-apply natin. For example, sa span, lagyan ko ng magkaroon ako ng declaration. For example, color. And then lagyan natin ng kulay. For example, red. So ano to ngayon? We are telling na using CSS na yung span, nag-declare tayo na apply natin siya ng kulay na pula. Okay. So dito sa declaration meron tayong property, which is color, marami to, and then again Don't you worry, hindi natin kailangan memoryahin yan kasi mayroong site na pwede natin makita lahat ng property ng CSS and then even the values. Ang importante lang maintindihan natin yung syntax, paano siya i-apply at paano siya gamitin. Okay. Now, in this case, nil-apply natin ng kulay. So I am going to to save the changes. And then balikan natin yung ating display sa browser. Ayan. So kung ma-notice natin na apply yung CSS natin. So ngayon, paano nagwo-work yung dalawa? So ang maganda kay Angular, may separation tayo sa bawat isa. For example, yung design, ibang file, so hindi siya magiging clutter ang code mo. And then yung sa HTML naman, yung pag-display talaga ng information ay separate din na file. Okay. Now, yung pangatlo, the other part is this one, the app component.ts. Okay, ito naman ngayon yung TypeScript natin na file, yung component na to, dito sa component natin. Dito natin pwede ilagay lahat ng logic na pwede natin gawin sa application. Kumbaga, yung isang information na kinukuha natin, pwede dito magkaroon ng changes, pwede natin lagyan ng for example, kung hindi siya kailangan i-display, pwede natin dito ilagay yung logic, yung mga, for example, mayroon kang i-repeat na data para i-display, pwede natin gawin dito. Okay, so ito yung pinaka-first na ginawa niya. Una, ito yung pinaka-main, yung component mismo. So that's why manonotice natin, nakalagay dito yung selector. Yung kanyang selector ay uproot. Okay. And then, ang kanyang template URL ay app.component.html, which is ito yung tinutukoy, yung app.component.html na change natin kanina. And then the style URLs is located naman dito sa app.component.scss, and then ito naman yung binago din natin na nilagyan natin ng color. Okay. Now, dito sa Angular, itong si app component is actually a class. And then sa loob ng class, pwede tayo magkaroon ng maraming methods or functions na pwede natin gawin. And then pwede rin mga property, or katulad nito ngayon, we have the property title, and actually this is just a variable. So title is a variable which is assigned sa value na a string angular-app. Okay. So if this is a variable, paano ko gamitin ang variable na to doon sa display? Kung pupunta ako dito sa app component.html, gusto ko magamit yung variable na yon. Okay, so para natin magamit ang variable, for example, para kung ma-change our of code, let us say palitan ko to ng value from the variable. Ang gagawin natin to interpolate the value coming from the variable is we will just be using a pair of open and closing curly braces. Okay. So yung ginagamit ni Angular. So pag makita ni Angular doon sa HTML, mayroon kang ganyan na nilagay. So, alam ni Angular paano ang gagawin nun. So, pag nilagay ko ngayon si title, dito. Nilagay ko si title. So, ang title na to actually ay yung nakita natin dito kanina. Ito yung gusto kong gamitin. Okay, so, since binago ko siya dito sa aking view sa HTML, ginagamit ko si title, I'm going to save that. And then, balik tayo doon sa display. Tingnan natin. Ayan. So, see, hindi na siya ngayon yung value na kanina. Pinalitan natin ng variable na title. And then, yung ginawa ni Angular, kinuha niya yung content ng variable na title, which is, yun nga, angular-app. Okay. So, balik tayo ulit doon sa code. Again, so paano nagwo-work ang tatlo? Si .html, kung alam natin ang HTML din, alam natin kung ano ang nandyan. So, of course, mga markups at saka mga commands na pwede natin gawin sa HTML, yung tag, okay, yung nakapaloob sa mga less than at greater than sign kay HTML yan. And then, yung CSS, again, pwede to marami na nandito. Lahat na kung anong gusto mong baguhin. For example, dito sa span, I can actually add some more. For example, border. Lagay ko, for example, 2px, the size. Ganito kanyang syntax, pag border ilalagay mo. And then, anong type ang border? Sabihin natin solid. Kung solid na line. And then, lagyan natin ng kulay para maging visible. For example, sabihin natin green. Kay Visual Studio, nagbibigay siya ng clue kung ano yung possible natin basta tinatype natin. Okay, so and again, don't forget sa CSS, every declaration, it ends with the semicolon or else magkakaroon ng error pag hindi mo nalagyan, nakalimutan mo sa semicolon. Okay, so let us try to save one additional doon sa design na idinagdag natin. Again, para mas maintindihan paano talaga ito nag-work. And then, balik tayo doon sa Angular. Ayan. So, it applies the border. So, 2 pixel size, solid ang line, and then green. Okay. So, at least ngayon may idea na tayo paano nagwo-work yung Angular. Okay. So, para mas mapadali, ang gagawin natin sunod is actually, nag-install din ako ng Bootstrap para yung pag-design, hindi na basta-basta gagawan ko pa ng pure code ng CSS. So, using Bootstrap, using installation ng Bootstrap, in-install ko actually si Bootstrap doon sa application. Ito ang command, paano i-install. Again, hindi ko na pinakita paano mag-install because nga yung time natin is limited. And then, doon sa Bootstrap, na in this command, ng-add at ng-bootstrap/ng-bootstrap, this will add Bootstrap doon sa ating Angular application. Then later on, makikita natin ano ang gamit niya. Bakit siya nandyan. Then, manonotice ninyo kanina yung unang line ng title na nakita natin sa page, iba na ang size at iba ang kulay, pero wala namang CSS na nakalagay because of Bootstrap. Okay? And then, next to that, gagawa tayo ng components ngayon. So, yung default na component, yung app component, ngayon naman, since ang gagawin natin sa simple CRUD, gagawin natin yung tatlong components. Sabay-sabayan na natin paggawa para mapadali yung oras natin. Okay, so ito yung commands na gagamitin natin. Okay, so ng-generate component, then again, ng stands for Angular. So ang command is ng-generate component. So alam niya component ang gagawin, and then student/index, ibig sabihin yung component ay ilalagay niya sa folder na student, and then ang pangalan ng component ay index. And then the same yun sa dalawa pa dito, yung create at kay edit. Okay, so again, balik tayo doon sa ating Visual Studio Code para natin i-run ang command na yon na gagamitin natin. Okay, so okay. Okay, so stop ko muna yung run niya para ako makapag-ano. Okay, so the first thing is ng-generate component storage index. So pag in-enter ko to, okay, ayan, ayun, may ginawa siya. So, nakreate niya yung mga files na kailangan para sa command na yun. So, kung manotice natin, balikan natin dito sa ating app, okay, makita natin mayroon na tayo ditong folder na student. Okay. So, inside that, may ginawa siya na file. Again, the same ito nung nakita natin kanina, yung index component.html, preloaded with the simple content. So, isang P or paragraph. Then, index works. Okay, yun lang. Yun lang muna ang content. And then, ginawa din yung index.component.css. Tapos itong isa, yung spec.ts para to sa testing. Pwede natin to i-erase kung hindi ka gagamit ng automated testing. Okay, so pwede siya tanggalin. Okay. And then, yung TypeScript ulit na component para kay index. Okay, so ito yung kanyang content. Again, the same kanina. So, selector niya, app index, and then nakalagay din saan ang template URL at saka style URL. Okay, so ito yung tinutukoy. So, let us again create the other two. Index, let us create other one. Okay. Component. And then another one, i-rename ko ulit to for the Okay, so kung balikan natin yung student, ayan, ginawa na yung tatlo. Meron tayong component for create, component for,
Ayan.
and then,
Ayan, Kap Jojo. Hello po.
yes, ma'am.
Ayan, mukhang talagang tayo ay napahanga, no, Kap, sa inyong proseso ng paggawa ng web development using Angular and anong tawag nung isa, LAN, ano ba yung isa, Kap?
Laravel po.
Yes. At siguro dahil tayo ay medyo
Yeah, yeah. So,
mag-OT,
yun
so
yung
we will,
iniisip ko.
yes po, we will request our speaker, no po, to have a recorded session po regarding dun sa continuation, kasi alam ko marami pa yung mga pwedeng ma-share ni Kap Jojo, at ayaw naman natin na mahati yung session na yon dahil lang sa inahabol natin yung oras. So, Kap Jojo, do you have your YouTube channel po na pwede nating puntahan ng mga participants natin or viewers regarding po dun sa inyong
Okay, pwede ma'am.
tutorial about
Ito
Angular?
sa inyo. Maybe pwede ko ipakita kasi meron din naman tayo dito full na yung running na talaga na part nito. Maybe I'll just show them kung ano yung final na result ng ginagawa natin dito. Okay, so medyo kulang nga tayo sa oras, unfortunately. Okay, so sige, try ko muna i-run ko dito yung isa kong ginawa na app. And
Ayan,
then
sige. So
ipakita ko lang
habang,
yung final na output nun sa
okay,
ginagawa natin.
para po magkaroon sila ng overview na ano ba yung magiging itsura ng sample na ginawa ni Kap Jojo, no? So tingnan po muna natin to. So before we can proceed to our next speaker, ayan. So Kap Jojo, take it away po.
Okay. So, serve ko lang po siya and then okay. So, prepare ko yung window. Okay. So, balik ako doon sa browser. Na-compile ko na siya, yung buo. Okay. So, iba lang yung kanyang port na ginawa ko. So, port 200. Actually, ito yung full na application na pwede natin na makita. Supposedly, dito na nagra-run yung buong application na ginawa natin. So, kinoconsume niya ngayon yung backend natin na Laravel, and then yung data na naka-display dito ay galing sa MySQL na database. So, for example, we can now add data. When you click add, yung manotice ninyo yung create, ito yun ngayon, ang create kanina. So, for example, you can try to add okay, just Santos. And then email, for example, then okay, any value for the number, and then try to click submit. So ang process nito ngayon, pag click ko yung submit, ipa-process ito ng front-end natin, ipapasa papunta kay Laravel. Ito ngayon magwo-work yung API. So when we click submit, okay, so oops. Oh, meron ng content siguro doon na design. Meron tayo, submit. Yan. Okay, so hindi ina-accept kanina kasi may ano din tayo na ginawa na walang duplicate sa email. Okay, so nung trinay ko, kasi mayroon ng content tayo na pipopm@yahoo.com, and then this time, binago ko lang ng konti yung email, then we were able to add a new data. Then sa edit naman, for example, I can click edit.
Ayan, Kap Jojo, ayan, napakahusay. So, alam ko po, marami pa talaga tayong pwedeng ma-share regarding dito kasi kulang yung time natin, and we would like to acknowledge po yung inyong effort talaga na
Okay, no
ituro
problem po,
talaga
ma'am.
step by step
Pwede
yung
naman po,
inyong.
tama, pwede to ma-record, then pwede ko din naman ma-share. So pwede siguro.
Ayan. So, aabangan po namin yan, Kap Jojo. So, for now, ang gagawin po muna natin is we will now proceed to our next speaker kasi it's already
Siya po
12
ba?
o'clock. Madaling-madali na lamang po ito sa ating mga participants. So sa ating speaker na si Sir Jojo, thank you so much po for the comprehensive
Okay, of course.
discussion po ng ating topic, your topic about full stack. And sa next session po natin, we would like to invite you again para sa isang mas komprehensibong at mas mahabang time din sa pagpo-program using Angular. So with that, thank you so much, Sir Jojo. And now for our third and
Hi! Yan, may technical difficulties lang po ang ating host. Pero ayan, thank you so much Ma'am Rems. At syempre dahil kulang na po tayo sa time, sisimulan ko na rin po yung aking sharing. Okay, so para po sa lahat ng mga viewers po namin ngayon, so our topic for this day is all about advanced programming concepts. And yun nga, napaka-ganda talaga ng sharing ni Sir Jojo on Laravel, and at the same time, yung nag-Angular JS din po siya kanina. Thank you so much po for that. Grabe. Gaya nga ng sinasabi din namin, syempre bilang isang programmer din, hindi po talaga inaaral ang isang programming language ng isang oras lang. Pinagtutuunan po talaga yan ng oras. At syempre, kulang na kulang po talaga yung oras natin para po dito. And syempre, yun nga, laging tanong to kung ano ba yung naging reason nga ba, bakit nga ba kami pumasok dito sa programming, bakit nga ba kami naglabas or bakit ba kami nag-decide na magturo ng coding as part of our computer science field. Syempre, parang nakita kasi namin na-realize din kasi talaga namin na madami kaming pwedeng gawin with computer programming. So, kapag pinasok mo kasi ito, kailangan yung focus mo dito. And yun nga, hindi naman po kailangan na dapat aralin mo lahat ng mga programming languages. So you just focus to whatever, kung ano man yung kailangan, for example, sa field or kung sa work mo, dun na lang po tayo magfo-focus. Okay. So, magbibigay na lang po ako ng 5 programming tips for beginners. Ayan. So, una po, apply your theoretical knowledge practically. So, kailangan po talaga dito practice, and practice. So, yon. Hindi po, gaya ng sabi po namin, nila Sir Jojo, nila Kaprems, hindi po talaga inaaral ang computer programming ng isang upuan lang. So it takes us months, years also to master one programming language na kailangan namin gamitin in our field. Okay? So another tip, don't leave a gap in your learning. Kasi sa field na to, hindi po talaga natatapos na kapag, for example, naaral mo to nung college ka, hindi po nagtatapos yan. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy po kasi every now and then, nagbabago yung mga needs ng industry, kaya kailangan mo din pong i-upskill yung sarili mo para dito. Okay? Pangatlong tip ko siguro, don't do over-analysis of concept kasi the more na over-analyze po tayo ng mga concepts natin, mas lalong hindi natin nakukuha kung ano yung solutions natin sa mga problems na meron po tayo. Okay? And number 4, read the error message carefully. Kasi usually, nagkakram tayo, hindi natin binabasa ng mabuti kung ano man yung mga error na nakikita natin, for example, sa mga programs po natin. And yun nga, kailangan po basahin lang po natin kasi 'di ba may mga software naman tayo na sinasabi kung saan ka part nag-error, and doon ka dapat mag-focus. Usually tayo yung iba iba yung way. Although marami naman tayong technique on how to troubleshoot our programs, pero it's very important that you read the error message carefully. And syempre, 5, you have to solve the MCQs, yung mga multiple choice questions natin sa programming kasi madami po yan. Okay, so yan po yung mga 5 tips. And syempre, dahil weekender po natin to at closing program po ng ating Hour of Code, magkakaroon po tayo ng quiz sa class point. So, sa mga viewers po natin ngayon na nanonood po, syempre meron po kaming surprise sa lahat ng mga teachers na nanonood po ngayon. So, if you want to join this quiz, kindly go to classpoint.app and then yung class code natin is 66540. Mabilisan na lang po ito kasi yung oras po talaga natin, lunchtime na. Alright? So, sa lahat po ng nanonood ngayon na mga teachers, ayan, mamimigay po si Tutor Rems mamaya ng mga pro accounts for 1 month sa lahat ng mga teachers na mananalo po dito sa ating quiz. So, yung quiz natin, pakilagay na lang po yung complete name po natin. Complete name po natin para po makasali po kayo dito sa ating class point app. Yung mga questions po natin comes from the different topics from day 1 to ngayon, day 5. Okay? So, nandito na po si Ma'am Cecil Adaya. Andito na po si Nel. I-message nyo na lang po kami kung sino po talaga tong mga to. Ayan. Sige po. Sa mga viewers natin, teachers po natin, so yung top 1 to 6 natin will receive 3 months na pro account. Ayan. So, mabilisan na lang, isang question lang po or sige, isang question na lang. Isang question na lang tayo kasi lunch na rin talaga. Sige, isang question lang po yung ipapalabas ko mamaya. Then, pabilisan na lang kung sino ang
Ayan. So, parang nagkakaroon tayo ng technical difficulties at this moment kasi bigla tayong nawawala sa StreamYard. So, Kap Glenna, are you ready?
yeah,
Bigla
kaya nga
tayo-
nagulat din ako. Nawawala tayo sa StreamYard. Okay, so meron na tayong 8 participants dito.
Ayan.
Ayan. So,
Paki-share na lang ang inyong screen. Ayan, isang tanong lang po. Ayan, again, sa ating mga top 1 to 6, you will receive 3 months CrossPoint Pro account. Just message me po para makuha ninyo yung inyong voucher. So I guess ready na ang ating mga participants. Kap, take it away.
yes, so we have 9 attendees na nandito pa. Talagang yan, hanggang lunch nandito pa. So simulan na po natin, pabilisan na lang po to. Hindi ko po alam kung ano yung first question na nandito. Okay, so ready na po kayo? Pabilisan po tayo. Yung class code po natin, 66540. So, our first question, ready? Ayan. So, it is writing computer code to create program and to solve a problem. Is it A, algorithm, B, programming, C, algorithms, or D, programming language? Ayan. So, we have 5 na. 6, 7, 8, and malapit na matapos yung oras. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Ayan. And syempre, tingnan natin. Congratulations po sa lahat. Sa leaderboard natin, tignan na natin kung sino yung mga makakakuha ng pro account. So,
Ayan.
Yan, si Sean Martin Rosin, Ma'am Cecil Adaya, John Ariel Sindak, Sir Mark Edward Lugtu, hindi ko po alam kung sino si A, and si Janet. All right, so, paki-message na lang po si Miss Rems para po makuha ninyo yung inyong mga pro account sa class point. Ayan, so madami po sana itong quiz na to, pero dahil sa oras po natin, kinulang po tayo, but then we're very thankful po sa lahat po ng umattend ng ating Hour of Code or Computer Science Week from yun nga, day 1 to day 5 na nandito po sumusubaybay sa atin. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And so with our DepEd-EdTech unit team, ayan, Microsoft Philippines team, ayan, congratulations po. So ito po yung ating leaderboard po natin. Paki-message na lang po si Miss Rems kung para at least makuha ninyo yung inyong prize. Ayan, so Ka-Rems?
Ayan, so again, message lang po ako sa Facebook Messenger. So hanapin niyo lamang po Maria Remelin Cruz para ma-claim niyo po ang inyong ClassPoint Pro account. So yung top 6 natin. And of course, no, hindi natin palalampasin yung araw na to kung hindi natin bibigyan din ng ating token of appreciation yung ating mga speakers. Tama ba, Kat?
Yes, Ka-Rems. All right.
And of course, for our certificate of appreciation,
ayan. Wait lang. Ay, wala pala si Kwan dito. Saglit lang.
Okay, so habang hinihintay natin ang ating screen, maraming salamat po ulit sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating last leg ng Computer Science Week, and we hope that next year, sigurado ako na marami na naman tayong mas matututuhan dito sa tinatawag nating Hour of Code. Now, to read the citation. Ayan.
Yes.
So, Republic of the Philippines Department of Education, Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Sir Antonio Centino Engaje Jr. for sharing his invaluable knowledge as resource speaker during the Computer Science Week Hour of Code conducted by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit held on December 10, 2021, given this 10th day of December 2021 at DepEd Central Office, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City, Philippines. OUA Memo 00121 signed by Mr. Mark Anthony CC, our Head of EdTech Unit, and signed by Mr. Abraham YC Abanil, Director for ICTS. And lastly, we have Undersecretary for Administration, Elaine Delby Pasqua. Ayan, congratulations po, Sir Antonio, for your time na binigay din po sa amin. And next time po is alam po namin na mas marami pa po kayong mai-share at we will make sure na yung talaga ninyo is mahaba kasi talagang pag-programming hindi pwedeng upuan lang, tama ba, Kap?
Yes, ayan. And congratulations po, Sir Jojo. Talaga naman kung ako yan, kailangan ko siguro ng ilang oras para tutukan ang yung session. At hindi ko po kaya yung isang oras or ilang minutes lang kasi syempre napaka-technical po talaga ng ating session ngayon. We are on the advanced training, advanced programming, and hopefully we will invite you again next episodes po natin, Sir Jojo. So pag-aaralan po talaga namin yung mga sessions po namin next year para po yun nga, medyo i-advance na rin po natin ang ating mga sessions regarding computer programming.
Ayan. So of course, no, hindi natin palalampasin din yung araw na to kung wala yung ating last closing remarks. So of course, let us call in our program lead for Microsoft 365 at ang ating principal, ang ating birthday boy. Baka naman, Kap Madge.
Kapmaj, ayan.
Muli po maraming salamat po. Nagtatawanan po kami kasi sa back end po ng director ay halos sabay-sabay kami nagkiklik at ma-share ko lang pati mga ating EdTech specialist laging handa, Boy Scout, lahat sila nag-share din ng certificate, kaya ako natutuwa. Sobrang ang kulit po namin. Maraming salamat po muli, Sir Jojo, at syempre pa ang ating kapatid sa SDO Leyte, ang ating mga MEA ambassadors dyan. Maraming salamat po. At maraming salamat Kap Renz, Kap Glens. Alam kong nabitin tayo dahil talaga namang very interesting talaga ang computational skills na matututuan natin sa pag-aaral nga ng coding, lalo na ating Computer Science Week ngayon or Hour of Code. So muli po, maraming salamat sa ating mga learners, teachers, and parents na nakasuporta hindi lamang po sa ating mga programa sa EdTech, pati na rin po sa specifically po sa Microsoft Philippines, ETU Microsoft natin, game-based learning, at ng ating DepEd eTulay. Abangan po next year. Ito nga po, i-announce ko na ang ating kaabang-abang na Minecraft Mobile. Meaning, ma-access nyo na gamit ang inyong cellphone or mobile devices. Kaya abangan po yan at magkakaroon tayo ng pilot testing. May mga pipiliin po tayong mga schools na ating ipapilot nitong Minecraft Mobile. Minecraft for Education Mobile. Ayan, abangan. Kaprobilin, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much sa ating mga speakers, no? Ayan, si Sir Jojo, si Kap Rem, si Kap Glens. Grabe, ang gagaling. Dapat meron talaga tayong special session for advanced programming. Abangan natin lahat yan. Di ba, Kap Maj? Ayan.
Yes.
Oo. At syempre po, before tayo magtatapos, meron po tayong ipapakita po na talagang inspiring na teacher. Syempre kasi kasali siya sa ating top 10 sa grand ano yun? sa
Teacher Prize.
Yes. Alright. Global Teacher Prize po. Siyempre, lahat tayo mai-inspire nito. Kaya, abangan natin yung presentation kasi nga, hindi basta-basta na maging finalist ka.
Yes.
So, isang finalist. Who knows? Isa sa mga EdTech specialist like Kap Maj, Kap Glens, or Kap Rems, yung maging isa o ako kaya o lahat tayo, pwede. Kaya apply na tayong lahat. Alright.
Yeah.
So, tingnan natin yung video na to.
Yes, panoorin. Shout out kay Kap Ronel Boholano, SDO Leyte. Salamat po.
I am a product of great teachers who guided me to develop my full potentials and inspired me to achieve great things in life. I have been teaching in 2 universities for 14 years, but my calling for greater purpose has made me realize that I have to give back to students who are the least, the lost, and the last. These are the students who are poor, whose potentials can be developed with the right amount of inspiration.
In 2016, it was the first year where the senior high school was implemented. There were no learning materials and resources, so Sir Brian created his own modules and shared it with 10 neighboring schools.
Around 86 teachers were able to use the modules, and around 21,000 learners are able to benefit.
Also, there was a lack of equipment, especially in the science department. So he took a portion of his salary for 5 months so that he could buy 2 electric microscopes.
Nothing can stop a resourceful teacher.
Because of his achievement, he was given a special citation award for his laudable contribution as an educator.
I travel 16 kilometers every day on a tricycle just to arrive at 6 a.m. in the school.
I really love Sir Akar's teaching methods. He really wants us to learn more, like beyond the books.
The best lesson that I have learned from Sir Brian is the beauty of believing.
Sir Akar believes in my potential. At the same time, he gives me creative freedom to do what I want, and I really appreciate that.
He inspired me in such a way that he made me realize how significant it is to study life sciences.
Being his mentee, but honestly, it is a privilege. I'm learning very big accomplishments.
There's so many ways we can improve the world, and we can start it in the classroom.
A great leader possesses a clear vision, is courageous, has integrity, and humility.
I feel so lucky that he inspired me to be a better teacher. Moreover, despite his incomparable success, Sir Brian believes true success comes from uplifting others.
Deep in my heart, I'd like to be a teacher for the rest of my life. I'd like to be a change maker.
Alright, so thank you so much po sa ating mga viewers. At syempre, may evaluation pa tayo, di ba? Ayan, saan ba sila mag-claim ng kanilang mga certificate din, Kap Glens?
Yes, so for your certificate of participation and recognition, makukuha nyo po yan sa ating PDLMS, sa education, ay sa ating training.deped.gov.ph, and for our evaluation link, we have tinyurl.com/comsciweekday 5. So mamaya-maya po, i-up po natin yung day 5 natin kasi may technical difficulties lang si LMS kanina. So mamaya-maya matitake nyo na po yung ating day 5 ng ating Hour of Code and so with our community Wakelet. Community week po natin sa Wakelet. Ayan.
Yay! So that concludes our week celebration about Computer Science Week. We hope na nag-enjoy po kayo at marami kayong natutunan. And next year, alam ko mas marami pa po kaming maipi-prepare para sa inyo. So, Kap!
Yes, wag natin kalimutan. Happy birthday, Sir Mark Anthony Hamisan. Happy lunch!
Happy lunch! Merry Christmas! Advance Merry Christmas po! Bye-bye!
Happy lunch! Bye!
Happy birthday, Sir Mark! Pakain naman dyan. Enjoy!